Hi, class. Robert Dunaway. I'm here to help you with the upcoming essay in a few weeks. So this one is a little bit different. This one is based on a book that was written by Farley Mowat, autobiographical story concerning wolves. So the assignment for this is to watch the movie Never Cry Wolf and play the role, we're role playing here, of Tyler in the movie, which was actually Farley Mowat in real life. You've been sent on a mission from the Canadian Wildlife Service to show that the wolves are responsible for the decline of the caribou population. After watching the movie, you read the letter, you're responding to this. You use your research finding tools that you fill out while you're watching the movie. And then you obviously watch the movie and complete those findings. The goal here is to write a 2-page research letter, an essay format. I've given you some selected suggestive vocabulary to use within the essay. This one's going to be different. This one's in APA instead of MLA. The reason you're using APA is because unless you're going to be a literary critic or an English professor, you will probably not be using MLA. If you're in sociology or nursing or any of those fields, you're going to be using APA. I will make a video that describes the difference between the two so you can easily identify this. You can use quotes from the movie, and you need at least 2 credible sources from outside. I'll have a video for you to find out how you find sources as well. So this is going to be a response to the movie, but you're also using credible sources. You can do this in a number of ways. You could approach it from a scientific perspective. You could approach it from a mythological perspective. In the movie, the Inuits have certain beliefs regarding characteristics of the wolves. How do they live with other wildlife versus how do we live with other wildlife? There are a lot of studies that have been conducted, so you're really bridging the gap between scientific research methods, mythology, or maybe mythology, other cultures, and so forth. So what I'm trying to do here is take you outside the box, outside of where you are, where you live, and expose you to different surroundings. Obviously, the tundra is different, and to let you experience what it's like to be in a different place. So I've provided the letter from the Canadian Wildlife Service, of which it requires you to fill out this report, and everything is listed there. That's what you're going to be responding to in your research essay. I've also provided you with the research finding toolkit that has the information listed for you where you can fill this out and use these answers in your response. That's an MLA or APA. This is in APA format, and I've provided a link to the movie. So we're role playing here. Now, for this week, once we watch the movie, once we know our position that we hold from watching that, we're going to go find credible sources on the internet. And as I mentioned here, those could deal with indigenous perspectives. Those could deal with modern environmental research concerns. Those could be government policy stances that are real life. You can apply these to the movie. As we mentioned, these need to be credible. That means not using Wikipedia, not using blogs. Some websites that are even named .org are questionable. You need to find out who the author is. Who do they work for? What do they publish? Are they expert in the field? I've provided some examples here. You can use scholarly articles. You can use reputable websites, books, government publications, so forth and so on. I think you're going to find a good bit out there on this topic. So once again, we're role playing. We're going to have a brief credible source survey. I want you to find 2 sources and explain how those sources might help your argument. Think of it as the perspective of you are the scientist. Whatever your position is, whether you believe the wolves should be exterminated and they're the culprit of the decline of the caribou, or whether you believe the wolves should be preserved and they actually help with the environment and the cultures there. So there is the assignment. Your essay is going to be a response letter directed to the Canadian Wildlife Service. You'll be using your sources in it, and you can also use your information from the movie. You could use a quote from the book if you wish. It's really wide open as to how you approach this, but it is very not only mixing mythology and science and other cultures and different geographical locations. It's very different than what you would experience before. So hopefully this gives you a good overview of that. If you have any questions, feel free to email me and let me know. I will try to help you out. Happy hunting.